Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine because right now you are at home and holidays is happening. I am Anukul sir and going to start a new poem from class 9, The Road Not Taken. It is written by Robert Frost. At first we will know about the poet. This well-known poem is about making choices and the choices that shape us. The poet tells here about different kinds of choices. He also tells the choices that shape us. Students, how do the choices shape us? Suppose you are studying in class 10 and giving board exam. After pass the board exam of class 10, you have to take science, arts or commerce. Okay, and you have to choose your subjects also. The students who want to become a doctor, they have to go in the science background and he or she has to achieve more knowledge about biology and they have to perform in the NEET exam. Okay, after they will take admission and after completing their course they will become a doctor. Clear? Thus we can say choices give us shape. Clear? Okay. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully. The meaning of insightfully, what is the meaning of insightfully means? Deep meaning. Insightfully means deep meaning. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully about common and ordinary experiences. Robert Frost belonged to America. He generally writes so simple language, but it has a deep meaning. Whatever he had achieved in his life, he shows in the poem. Clear? Stanza 1. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down on as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Students, undergrowth means it is a place where plants, bushes and trees are located. Clear? Okay, just I explaining it. The poet has come to a forest in the autumn season when the leaves have turned yellow. Students, When was the poet traveling? In the autumn season. The poet reaches at a point where two roads separated into two directions. How many roads were there? Two roads. Clear? The roads symbolize the two ways of life for human beings. The poet, as a traveler, knew that he had to make a choice, as he cannot travel both the roads at the same time. Suppose the God has given the brain, this brain do not work together, two works. Clear? Next, so he stood. How many roads were there? Two roads. So he stood there for a long time and looked down on both the roads. The poet looked at the first road and found that it has a paint which was covered with small plants and bushes. He also told that we take decisions and make choices every day. We must analyze the situation to make the correct choice. We should not take any decision with great excitement. Clear? Stanza 2. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had owned them really about the same. The poet looked at the other road and decided to travel by it. According to the poet, this road seemed better and more impressive because it was covered with grass. It was not walked over by many people. The poet walked on the road for some distance. He realized that both the roads have been walked over equally. Next stanza. And both that morning equally lay in leaves on no step trodden black. Oh, I kept the fast for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Here, equally lay means were equally covered. Trodden black means turn the path black by crushing the leaves. Ways leads one to way means one thing leads to another. From this stanza, I am explaining now. The poet says that both the roads were similar in the morning, as no one has traveled on any of the roads. They have not been crossed by anyone while walking. The poet decides to travel the second road and keep the first road for another day. The poet knew that once he made a choice, he will move and take many more decisions and would not be able to come back to change his choice. Stanza 4. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. Here, sigh means a long deep breath. Okay, a long deep breath, either of relief or satisfaction or regret. And ages means here many years in the future. From this stanza, I am explaining again. The poet tells here about the consequence or effects of the choices. When you will take a decision, something will good or something will bad happen. The poet states that sometimes in future he will remember the day he made the choice. He would be telling about this decision with a sigh, with great relief or regret. He would tell that from the two roads that went into the forest, he took the less traveled one, and the choice had changed. Choice had made an important impact on his life. Thank you for watching. We will meet again in another videos.